Hello everyone, welcome to Project Discovery presented by Collective Shift. I'm Nathan and this is our weekly report on the best crypto and NFT projects our research team found last week. We do this research report 5 days a week for our pro members over at collectiveshift.io, so head over there for more information. The projects that we talk about today will be listed below in the description with a timestamp, with a link, so check those out as well. No time to lose, let's get right into it. First project up today is BEND DAO, one of the best testnets I've experienced in a while. This was an absolute joy to work with. This is a Web3 data liquidity platform. NFT loans, they've got BNFT tokens, NFT auctions, NFT flash loans, and they're going to have their own BEND token, BEND, coming soon. There's going to be a fair launch, is what they say. So they're over on Rinkeby, on December 27th, 2021, they invited us to go and test out their platform. Tested it out last week. Really positive experience. So they call themselves an NFT liquidity protocol with pool lending for NFT financialization. So NFTs are getting financial markets. They're coming. A lot of platforms are making them. Bend is just one example of them. We can lend, use our lent NFT, auction one NFT for one BNFT token. All of these numbers are testnet. We're on the Rinkeby testnet here. I won't log in and play with it today, but I'll pretty much walk through what we can do. What we can do is go to the NFT faucet. I haven't really worked with NFTs on testnets before, maybe a little bit with art blocks, but not too much. This is a protocol where we would go to the NFT faucet. Let's see if this will take me there, if it'll take me to a wallet connect. Fortunately, it takes me to a wallet connect. So let me go back to the website. Well, we would go to the NFT faucet, and we would actually mint one of these collections down here, and we would mint a mock NFT, like a mock doodle, or a mock mutant, or a mock cool cat. We would then take that NFT, which has a certain amount of underlying value. We would, if we launch the application, we would take it over to the borrow section, deposit our NFT as collateral. We'd then be able to borrow either Ethereum or ETH, USDC, or DAI, in exchange for putting up our NFT as collateral. And then we could actually go and redeposit the ETH, USDC, or DAI back into the BEND platform and earn an APY. So they're working with these NFTs as mock NFTs from their NFT faucet. Here are their three assets. ETH, DAI, and USDC are the assets we're able to lend. And then we're able to borrow them as well if we have NFTs. Or excuse me, we're lending our NFTs, we're borrowing cryptocurrencies. So like I mentioned, a really fun process to go through if you're a fan of testnets. Go in there, mint an NFT, deposit it, mint some ERC20 tokens, take those tokens, go and then deposit it in the platform. You earn APY, or you could go and repay off your loan, get back your NFT, and uncollateralize it. So I won't go into too much more action there because kind of went through the whole project, or a lot of it. Didn't really talk about the B NFTs, and hopefully we'll get some more information about them soon. They've only got 240 members in their Discord, so not many at the moment. So early days for Bend. Next up is Mimicry, another NFT financial markets platform. This time we have decentralized derivatives markets for NFT collections. They joined in January 2022. If we go to their website, they're building decentralized derivatives. What they want to do is create mimics. So their name's Mimicry, and they want to create mimics. Mimics are ERC20 tokens that follow the average value of an NFT collection. So we have an ERC 721 collection. Then we're going to take the average value of that, and we're going to index it to an ERC20 token. Then we're going to follow that price of the ERC20 token, and we can then invest in that. So if we don't have 9 or 10 ETH for a cool cat, well, let's buy the cool cat mimic, and that mimic will track either, it looks like the average price, but you could also do it the floor price. You could come up with some weighted index of the whole collection potentially in the future, and then we'd be able to trade on those ERC20 tokens without actually having 9 or 10 ETH to get exposure into the Cool Cats NFT collection, for example. So here's some use case for mimics: access, Like they said, imagine that you love NFTs like Bored Ape Yacht Club and you want to bet on its success, but you can't possibly afford to buy one. Now you can bet with as little as you like without any restrictions. So that's pretty positive. Liquidations. You can short NFT collections. Wonderful. You can create bots or strategy bots to say that, hey, I think Cool Cat's average price is going to go down over the next 24 hours. Let me have a bot that takes advantage of that. And then also taxes. They think that NFTs are collectibles and have different tax treatment than ERC20 tokens, which they say are not collectibles and could be traded with long-term capital gains, but that's a United States centric thing. So very, very, very cool platform here from Mimicry, bringing NFT financial markets that have indexed ERC20 tokens that are indexed to ERC721 collections, opening up a broad range of derivatives that users could create with those mimics, those ERC20 tokens. Moving on to Message in a Bottle. This is a blockchain-based messaging service to help NFT owners, collectors, traders, and players connect. So at the moment, our Web3 wallets have really, really good send and receive functionality. They don't have the best read and write functionality at the moment. And it could be a little slow to get that. Why do we need messages on chain? I'm sure there'll be a lot of hybrids that will be doing on storing messages on and off chain. But in this case, we have Bottle 2, a blockchain-based messaging service that wants to create messages on chain. We would add our contact information like an email, Discord, or Twitter account. We would have a to account, a 0x address or a .eth account that we would send the message to. Then we would ride our message HODL to 2025. Wonderful. We'd connect our wallet, we'd mint it. And then what will we actually do? At the moment, it's a little public. Our minted message HODL to 2025 would show up here on OpenSea as a public NFT. The floor price here is 10 ETH, but don't be confused or don't be shocked by that because our volume traded is 0 ETH. So we're still in price discovery mode for what people would pay for some of these random messages like I just made, like a HODL message. So a little public here with the NFTs that are being minted, but really, really great concept here by Bottle.2 or Message in a Bottle, creating some foundation to Web3 messaging services. Speaking of Web3 messaging services, we also have Ghost today. Messages that just poof. So they're creating messages, decentralized messaging that delete. If we go to their website, they do have just a landing page with not too much information there. But if we scroll down, we do get a few teasers and a few teaser videos kind of showing us logging in with our Web3 wallet, typing a message, and then presumably that message would get deleted in the future. So messaging for Web3 coming soon. Really, really cool platform. Really interesting little teasers and little mock-ups here, or intro videos. And that's Ghost. We could join their Discord. How many in their Discord? I don't think there's too many. We've only got 146 in their Discord. So very early days for Ghost. Next up is Supercard. Supercard is credit cards powered by Superfluid. Superfluid is programmable money streams, so money streaming over on Ethereum and Polygon. And well, Supercard is on Polygon. Superfluid won the Superfluid Award at ETH Global, so they are hackathon winners. And then right now they've just got a presentation explaining who they are. They launched this about 8 days ago. And we want to create a streamable and programmable money credit card. So we've got a credit card NFT. We can have a look over here at ETH Global just to check out what they presented as part of the hackathon. And Supercard lets an employer pay an employee with a cash flow streamed using the Supercard NFT contract as a conduit, and the NFT as a pointer for the receiver of the stream, effectively tokenizing an income, which is awesome. Really, really cool. Really excited for micropayments, money streaming, income streaming in 2022, 2023. And it looks like Supercard is creating a credit card using Superfluid that will enable that. Moving on to two organizations that are talking about improved and changed social media. Here we have legacy.xyz. This is building a Web3 legacy, a new era of social proof and discovery of content. They joined in January on a Twitter. They're helping us enable supporters to leave a digital signature once they've visited our website. They've got their own guest book down here, so essentially a guest book service. We could come in here, connect our MetaMask wallet or Web3 wallet, and sign the guest book. So at the moment, that's really all it is right now. So want to see what they really mean in the future by a new era of social proof and discovery of content. And they've got some pretty basic docs here, or documentation. The other social platform we found last week was Lens Protocol, a platform saying own your digital roots. They've got a single page application that has an open letter that they want us to sign with our Web3 wallet to show solidarity. So they talk about our digital identities becoming inseparable from how we define ourselves. And if you're watching this video, you know that's true. They believe social media should change, composable, extendable, control our digital identities, monetize our content. We're not a metric for sale, all that good stuff. And similar to the last project where we could sign a guest book, here for Lens Protocol, we could sign an open letter. And here's all the different Web3 addresses that have signed the open letter in solidarity for owning our digital identities, changing the way social media works. And that's Lens Protocol. Third one up today around Web3 guest books and kind of interactive Web3 platforms is CryptoLexicon. Transform your Web3 term into a machine dream animation NFT. We'll go through this one really quickly. We can submit a term within the next 3 days. We would submit a name. They would submit a few words that would be put into a machine learning application or an artificial intelligence application that would generate an image for us based on the words that we've given. So if we went to submit a word, we'd connect our MetaMask, we'd put in our Twitter handle, we'd put in a term like collective shift. Collective shift, we'd be like profitable, crypto, investments, research, and those would be the keywords that we would put into the NFT generator. Then we would also enter a definition of what we are. We are a bum bum bum. So pretty cool little platform. It would create a little NFT for us with an image, and it looks like something like this. And all in all, this is adding to the Web3 dictionary. So not only are you getting a little NFT, you're adding to an on-chain Web3 dictionary. So don't really know what the quality assurance is here. So kind of curious about that. But we'll see. Pretty interesting little project here for a Web3 dictionary with CryptoLexicon and putting those as NFTs on chain. Next up is Accrue Finance. Accrue Finance gets you the best APY when you lend your coins over on Solana. So they announced themselves on January 22nd, a few days ago. We've got a website that just has a bit of a landing page, has a bit of information. Accrue earns you the best APY when you lend your coins. Their first Medium article talks about there being quite a bit of discrepancy in the lending and borrowing rates of return on Solana. So they want to create an aggregator to show, display, and then find you the best prices. And then before they actually come up with the whole lending and borrowing platform, they're going to introduce Radar, Radar gives you a pulse into the Solana lending ecosystem. It shows you the best APYs of the most secure and highest earning protocols. So initially it's going to be an analytics dashboard, then hopefully offering its own smart contracts, offering its own lending rates and lending, I guess, pools. It's created by two people, Apollo and Mars. So Mars and Apollo. Apollo is an ex-Robinhood engineer, also a CTO of a Y Combinator startup, and Mars was an Ivy League student and dropout who has joined a startup. So good stuff there. We're getting a lending and borrowing yield aggregator over on Solana with Accrue Finance. Next up is BrokenSea. Here we've got an NFT collection with a bit of hypothesis and theory around it. We've got 4,000 ships docking at the end of January. Discord's coming soon. Website's even sooner. This is from Looks Rare lovers, and it's going to be given to other Looks Rare lovers. It's following one platform, Looks Rare obviously. My hunch with this one is this could be the first native NFT collection to the Looks Rare NFT marketplace. And it's either done by people who have connections to the Looks Rare team or have connections to Looks Rare private investors. So it's one big Looks Rare family. My theory is that BrokenSea is connected to Looks Rare on a personal basis. So could be an interesting one to follow and to invest in if the Looks Rare NFT marketplace continues to do well. Next one up is Moivre, or yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Moivre? Nansen for Twitter. That was an appalling attempt. We've talked about this Twitter account before. They were a Twitter account giving us alpha into different projects lists, Moivre, and now they have their own platform, the Nansen for Twitter. They track and label Twitter accounts to discover 10x opportunities early for you. So join their Discord, hop in there. Seems to be a nice guy or a nice person that I've run into running this thing and building it out. So very, very cool. Nansen for Twitter. App is pre-launch at the moment. Moving on to Metis Aave. So we have an Aave dashboard here, an Aave fork, but this one is over on the Metis ecosystem, as you can see right here. Now, this isn't officially endorsed by the Aave application, because if I went to the legitimate, the official Aave application, this little Metis button would not show up, but like Polygon and Optimism would, or Avalanche. So Aave, officially Aave haven't really acknowledge them yet, but here we go. We've got an Aave fork over on Metis. We've only got about $600 on there, so it's extremely early days, but very, very cool to see. Every blockchain needs an Aave fork. Moving on to the Society Gallery. Here we have the world's first metaverse gallery and auction house, and they're also incorporating protocol-owned liquidity for their token, the Gallery token, Gallery. Very cool. So I think this is going to be a common theme here where we've got a typical marketplace business, but now they're going to have their own token and they're also going to incorporate protocol-owned liquidity inspired by Olympus DAO. So this is the metaverse currency connecting people with tokenized art and economic incentives. And like we mentioned, they're going to have a gallery, so we're going to have liquidity revenue there. They're going to have an auction house revenue there. Then they're also going to have a gallery token, which they're also going to do bond sales, LP fees on protocol on liquidity, which will be additional revenue, and that will complement the society auctions and monetization of the gallery. They say the treasury will grow. So very, very cool. They do have documentation. They also have a pitch deck as well that we could check out. So pumped. We've already got Gallery, X Gallery, which is staked gallery tokens, and then we have P Gallery. And what is P Gallery here? P Gallery, similar to POHM, gives the holders the option to mint Gallery token by simultaneously burning P Gallery and providing the intrinsic value of Gallery. For example, an investor would provide 1 DAI and burn 1 P Gallery to mint Gallery tokens. Interesting. Cool. So P Gallery is a precursor derivative of Gallery token. Well, moving on from diving too much deeper into protocol and liquidity mechanics, that is the Society Gallery. Very, very cool that people are already incorporating POL, protocol on liquidity, into areas outside of DeFi. You know, if you're starting a token now in January 2022, is it kind of just a given that you have to have POL? And we will see. And I think last one of the day. Yep, last one of the day, but not least. Man, we had some good projects this week. Whoever got this far, really, really good stuff. Here is Drips to end the day. A Web3 protocol for generating recurring income with subscriptions and NFT memberships. Something that I think right now is a mini holy grail in crypto is the SaaS subscription, but the tokenized SaaS subscription. No one's really found that best practice, that gold standard yet of what does a SaaS subscription that's tokenized look like. Maybe I'm wrong. Please comment if you think I'm wrong. And here is Drips. It's done by Radical. We've probably seen Radical before, a peer-to-peer stack for building software. And then they say they're a protocol for generating recurring income, subscription NFTs. They're also creating a circular and sustainable social funding network by dripping funds to your favorite creators, dedicating a percentage of your incoming drips to others. So we could take our ETH address and say, great, all the income coming to this ETH address, we're going to drip and share with other ETH addresses. Then we could also issue NFT memberships. So let's go and try the app. We could, here are some drips that are happening right now. We could also create. We could drip monthly, stream DAI every month to an Ethereum address. We could split a percentage of incoming drips with any Ethereum address or multiple. And then we could also create a community and issue memberships. So I'd have to connect my wallet to get into doing that. But there's three different offerings from them for their drips. Really, really cool. So I do think that token streaming, revenue streaming, micropayments, it's all coming pretty soon as long as gas fees continue to go down. Gas fees are small enough on other networks where micropayments and the infrastructure would work, but it doesn't seem like we have the applications or the smart contracts built yet. They're really built on Ethereum and kind of Polygon at the moment. So it's all coming, just a matter of time. We will see. And that is it for today. Thank you anyone that got this far. Really appreciate you. Like I said, we do these at the start. We do these video reports on project discovery 5 days a week over at the Collective Shift platform. So go over collectiveshift.io. So go over there and check it out. Also hit like and subscribe because I always forget to say that. Like, subscribe. We're on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll be back at it next week. Bye for now.